Alright, so this video here we're going straight into building or framing in the end walls of the building. I opted not to buy the factory metal end walls so that I could do a little more customization as far as windows and whatnot. They also were quite expensive, so that's another reason why I didn't buy the pre-built walls. So I was looking and I could not find the footage of after the slab was poured, but you'll have to take my word for it that there is a concrete slab inside the building. So for framing these end walls here, I ended up putting 2x4 and cutting some radiuses into some of my old form material for the corners there. I didn't exactly know what I should do for the end wall here to attach it, but I ended up using some 2.5-inch lag bolts that I stole some of the rubber washers from some extra bolts I had from the building so that they would be nice and sealed up there. I'm using some house wrap in between the wood and the metal of the building there to help protect the wood from moisture. As you can see on the outside there, I'm installing a drip edge that comes with the building. It's like a flashing cover there. And now I'm attaching what would be considered the top plate for the wall onto the boards that are on end inside the metal. So here we're using a plumb bob to kind of figure out our exact center mark here. I had already purchased the windows and doors. Basically I got a warehouse deal, bought some overstock windows and doors for a good deal. Just figured I'd make them fit into the walls. So the plan behind hand framing this here was that I was trying to maximize the opening for the garage door. I didn't really have a set size for the door, so I just built my posts either side, making it as wide as I could, as well as getting as much height as I could. At this time in the year there, it was actually snowing fairly often, but it was still quite warm, so everything would end up melting. We got a lot of freezing rain around this time of the year. because these end walls are just for holding the weather out, they don't actually hold the building up. My engineer told me that I didn't need headers on any of the man doors or windows, only on the garage door, just because it was such a large span and I had a window above it. The most important detail for these end walls was that I needed to have double top and bottom plates for the windows, just for the wind load. We tried a bunch of different things here to cut the tops of these boards to give us the angles we needed. It ended up being that the electric chainsaw was the easiest to get a somewhat accurate cut without using multiple tools to get all the way through the board. I should state as well that I'm not a carpenter, so this is also just kind of handyman carpentry here. These pieces, rather than trying to measure them out, I would just get a piece that was roughly the right size, put it in place, and then just mark it with a pencil so that I could get kind of the exact measurements I needed. this isn't the typical way to put sheeting on, but I was trying to minimize my waste so that I didn't have to buy more plywood than I needed because lumber prices at this time were extremely high. As for cutting the sheeting, I did the same idea as I did with the studs. I would just place the board in place and mark the edge and cut it accordingly. I'm pretty sure I ended up losing some of the footage there for the end of the video there, but you'll just have to take my word that I finished it.